Hey gardeners, it's Michael Sheehan with Team Grow. Today, I'm gonna show you the 4 methods to protect your garden harvest right now. Let's go. What I'm doing here is tying up my tomato plants. We've got our arch trellis, and to ensure that it gets up and over, I'm using a little bit of twine, going underneath these lateral branches, a little knot, and that'll support them as they grow up and over the trellis. You're probably wondering why I have pantyhose here in the garden, but it's for a good reason, for our watermelons. Let's go check it out. So we've got some young watermelons on our trellis, and as these grow and get heavier, this will be 10, 15 pounds by the end of summer. So we're gonna use our pantyhose as a sling around the trellis to ensure that it's supported and doesn't break under the weight of the heavy fruit. You can see over here, we've got a tomato that is leaning over off of the stake. We gotta get this up. If you don't have a trellis, staking your tomatoes with a bamboo stake like this is one of the easiest, cheapest ways to grow vertical. So let's get this guy up, and you can see it is loaded with fruit. So we wanna keep on protecting those harvests, get this growing safe and healthy up the stake. Little pro tip here for you guys is go underneath these right angle branches because they're the strongest, and you can just tie them up right underneath that so they're fully supported. The second method for protecting your harvest in summer is top dressing with fertilizer. A lot of people do not know that your plants need a boost of nutrition through the middle of the season while they're fruiting. So we're looking for a good all-purpose fertilizer, something that's high in phosphorus and potassium specifically, because that's what helps you with your fruiting. Let me show you how to do it. A fertilizer, this is organic fertilizer. We're gonna go around this watermelon, which is starting to flower, go towards the base of the melon, and then we're going to just mix into the top inch or two. All right, so we're top dressing our tomato plants. Just give a nice handful of fertilizer, mix into the top 1 or 2 inches, and that's all it takes. The third method to protecting your garden harvest right now is mulching. We've got a few different options. Leaf mulch, so save those leaves, use them in the garden. 2, bark mulch or wood chips. And 3rd, coconut chips, which is a sustainable product made of coconut that you can actually use as a mulch. So if you're opting for some leaf mulch, then all you gotta do is come around your plants, give them a little blanket, pat it down, and I'll do this throughout the rest of the bed to give it a nice mulch. All right, we've got our coconut chips here, which are a great mulch. Let's get them hydrated and then applied on the garden. This is a compact brick of coconut chips, which is really just ground up husks of coconut. They act as a great water absorption and water retention material, and you can lay it down on the top of the garden. It's a really nice mulch for your garden beds. All right, we've got our coconut chips here, nice and hydrated. Now let's apply it to the garden, spread it out, show you what it looks like. You can really see how this has all the fibers and husks of the coconut just chopped up. They're like little mini sponges. Now that we've got our 3 different mulches applied, let's talk about the differences between each. The leaf mulch, this is a local resource that's completely sustainable. If you have it, you should use it. Another great option is mulch, which I use all throughout the garden as a walking path and underneath my perennials like blackberries. But then the coconut core in chips is a great option because it's a sustainable product, longer lasting, that won't break down as quickly as something like the leaves. But it adds a really great protective layer, and each of these chips is like a little water sponge, so it's a great option for mulching your raised garden beds. Each of them is great. Each of them can be used in their own way. Whichever one works for you, I encourage you to add to your garden right now. The 4th method for protecting your garden harvest is pruning. We've got a tomato here that has some type of issue, either lack of nutrition or a disease. but we want to get rid of these dying leaves. This will not only help the plant focus on growing the leaves that are most healthy, but it'll also prevent any disease from going to other plants. Always cut the leaf at the point of attachment to the main stem. And just like that, we've cleaned this plant up. Now it should be healthier and prevent any of this disease spreading elsewhere. Let's go check out the second reason to prune your plants. The second reason to prune your plants is to prevent issues from occurring. Most disease and fungal issues occur when there's lots of moisture and not a lot of sunlight. So you can see underneath here, it's moist and dark and damp. So we're gonna come in, we're gonna actually remove a lot of these lower hanging leaves to prevent issues from occurring and to increase the light exposure to the bottom of the plant. You can see just like that, we've cleaned it up. Now there's plenty of airflow and sun to penetrate down at the bottom of the plant, preventing issues from occurring later on. That's the video, growers. 4 methods for protecting your garden harvest right now. In life, you're gonna be working towards the fruits of your labor. And by being proactive, it's gonna ensure that you have an abundant life, both in the garden and out. Thanks, growers, for watching another video. Make sure to like, subscribe, and share this with a friend. We'll see you again in the next one.